Get in here, get in here, get in here. Because I know that it doesn't look like it from the videos and from some of the other lives that I shared, but I have absolutely been going through it and I need to talk about it. So get on in here. Come on, come on. Happy Thursday. Happy throwback. Happy whatever you want to call it today, but get in here. I have so much to share about what's been going on in the life of Living It with Sandra James. Hi, Joshua. It's been a while. How are you? Yes, you are first. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Hey, it's so good to see you. It's been a minute. So what's going on with you before I start going crazy about all this stuff I got going on? You good? What you been doing? Tell me a little bit. And hit the like button for me if you haven't already. What's been going on? Tell me about it. Because I sure got a lot to tell you about. Yes, long time. I'm waiting for food. You're waiting for food? What are you going to eat? Yeah, it's about that time. It's lunchtime. Well, it is here in California anyway. So what food are you going to eat today? It's good to see you. So I'm telling you, no lunch in my pocket. No lunch in your pocket? Well, where is the lunch? Where is it? If you're going to eat, where is it? It's good to see you, my friend. I got to tell you what's been going on in my life. So as you know, since you've been following me, welcome in. As you've been following me and going along with my journey, that I had gone through all of the cancer stuff. I went through the treatment. I went through getting used to living with the ostomy bag. I did all of that, right? So I was working a lot. So God is waiting for finance. I'm sorry, finance. Okay. Well, he's the one that can work the finances out for sure. Yes. So let me tell you what's been going on, because I have been dying to get this off my chest. So I went through all of this stuff with the treatment and the cancer and learning to live with the ostomy. And so, of course, it's been a year since I had the ostomy, and I have been doing the rebounding, which I was already doing. Yes, he will. So I was already doing the rebounding. So, that was one thing. It was fun. Well, it still is fun. And it was easy. And so there was a little soreness. But lately, I've been doing some other type of workout and exercise. And that's when I found out that my body is in the worst condition ever, because there is a difference between being sore from exercise and being in pain. So I'm experiencing a little bit of both. But before I get into it, I want to talk about how that relates to aging. Hi, Grant. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Happy Throwback Thursday to you. It's good to see you. I am on here because I am dying to share the experience that I'm really having. Yes, with exercise. So being sore is one thing, and then being in pain is something else. And I'm learning that my body is not in the condition that, I guess I assumed that, I could just get in there and start doing stuff. And so I'm finding out that it's something that has to be worked out even more than I thought. So what happened was, as people say, I was after I did my little workout and exercise this morning, I went and got my resilience workbook. And this workbook is something that I do from time to time. I've used it with my clients, prior, but I also use it for myself. So I was going through my workbook, and I was also going through some prompt cards that I have when I need to do this self-talk. And so aging has come up. And I'm gonna tell you, I just didn't know how bad it was, how bad the condition of my body is in. But that's okay, because I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going. But I had to share. So I got these prompt cards today. Hi, Brooke. Welcome in. Can you say hi to Brooke, please? Hello, Brooke. How are you? And happy Thursday to you. Yes, I can say hello to Brooke. Yes. So I pulled out a couple cards because I wanted to take a look at them. And one of the cards asked me, what is good about aging and what isn't? So the question is for me to answer, but it's also for you to answer as well if you're in a stage where you feel like you're aging, right? So it's also for you too. So I want to answer that question. And the good thing about aging is, for me, I'm getting to the place where I can do more things that I want to do that I couldn't do before in my life, either because I was too young to do some things, or I was in a stage in my life where I was in my addiction, so I couldn't do some of those things, and then I was incarcerated. But now that I'm, living basically a full, if you want to call it normal, normal life, it's about working and then getting to the stage of retirement. So one of the good things for me about aging is getting to the place of retirement so that I can have more space and more time to do what I want to do. I've spent a lot of my time over the past 16 years helping people, and I always want to do that. That's never going to change. But I want to do more for myself. Hi, Lala. Welcome in. More time for freedom. Yes, absolutely. And so that's one of the good things about aging. And it also asks, what isn't a good thing about aging? And so the thing that isn't a good thing about aging, but I'm going to turn it around, is that the condition of my body. I don't get to have the youth that I had before. So that, and doing these workouts and exercising is really teaching me about my body. And again, the condition that it's in right now. So there is no turning back, Lala. You absolutely right about that. There's no turning back. But at the same time, that's not such a good thing about aging, but it's something that is going to happen and is happening no matter whether we like it or not, no matter whether I like it or not. So I might as well take that time as I age and do better, get better, feel better, and work on my body so that I can do the things that I want to do. But I want to tell you guys that this last week, let me just say this first, that the rebound was the first thing, the mini trampoline was the first thing that I attempted. And there wasn't any issues with that. I've been doing fine with that. But the jump rope, and then I went to a workout class. For the past 3 days, I've been in a workout class with Coach Mean Ring. And so that's when I discovered that, oh, this is real workout, and I'm telling you, not only just being sore, but my body is in absolute pain. And so even still, this morning I went out and I did a little something. I learned this routine that she does with the weights. And so I have some little baby 5-pound weights. And so I went out and did those. And wow, I'm telling you, it's hard. Aging is hard, right? Sandra, you've been getting it in. You thought it was a game. Yeah, I guess I did think that and I thought it was going to be easy because in my mind, I was saying, okay, this is next level. You know, you've gotten through the ostomy, you can manage your ostomy, you living fine with that. So now it's time to work on your body. And so with that, I just jumped in, and it's easier said than done. I tell you that much. 5 pound is pretty tough. That's my limit. Yeah, 5 pounds. So I have 2 5-pound weights, and I used them again this morning. I used them on Monday with Coach Mean Reen. Oh my gosh, she has like the best workout classes ever too. Shout out to Coach Mean Reen. But at the same time, everything that she was teaching and everything that she was doing, of course, I was not able to do, because of the ostomy and because I'm super brand new. But the things that I could do, I did them, and my body is screaming at me, and I feel like my body is fighting against me. So, but what that does is make me want to fight back even more. So that's where I'm at right now. But these, the resilience. So resilience come into play, and how am I doing with my resilience? Am I bouncing back or am I shrinking back? Do I keep going or do I quit? So the easy and most definite answer is that I'm not going to quit. I'm absolutely not going to quit. I would love a routine massage for sore muscles. Yeah. So I went into Big 5 yesterday because I'm waiting on my mat for my jump rope. So while I was in Big 5, I saw this really big mat, and so I got it. And then I got the big ball that Lala has a ball. So I got the ball, and I'm going to use it in the next session with Coach, because I don't really know what to do with the ball yet, if I could just be totally honest. So I'm going to use the ball. So I picked up these things, and I'm really gung-ho about getting my body in shape and getting myself together, because as I age and all of these things that I want to do, I'm not going to be able to do them if I'm debilitated. And debilitation is just not the answer for me. So resilience for me is being able to bounce back and push through despite the challenges and how hard it is, and the mental aspect of realizing and seeing the condition that I'm really in. I was very disheartened when I realized that I'm worse off. My body is worse off than I thought it was. So, but still in the course of that, I'm pushing through, and I'm going to keep going, because if I continue to keep going, I'm going to win, and I'm a winner, and I'm an overcomer. So, but I really needed to just get it off my chest, and not only share it and process it with myself, but to process it out loud and in public, so that it strengthens me and it encourages me and it builds me up. So that's what's going on in my life right now. If I tell you the exercising and working out is hard as the H word. So if anyone is, I know I'm not alone. So if anyone else in this world is going through what I'm going through right now, just let me know. Just let me know I'm not alone. I just really need to know that I'm not the only one going through this painful exercise and workout challenging situation. I don't even know what to call it. It is so interesting. But at the same time, I have the energy for it. I don't feel fatigue. And the sore, is expected. It's good. That tells you that it's working. But there's also some pain in there. You can't feel your body right now, Lala. Gotta go back tonight. Yes. It's some pain, because I do have some other medical conditions going on, but it's not the kind of pain where if I continue to work on it that I'm going to be hurt or anything like that. It's not that kind of pain, but it is very painful. Melise, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. So hi, low carb queen. How are you? Welcome in and happy Thursday to you. I was just sharing with everyone about my painful experience with aging and working out and exercising, and how easy I thought it was going to be for me to jump in and just get going with it, and not realizing that my body was going to fight against me and give me such a hard time. So I was sharing that not only am I sore is fine. And even when I started with the rebounding, I was sore in the first few days of it. But after that, it's been fine, and it's always been fine. But this other stuff that I'm doing now, the jump roping and working with the little 5-pound weights and doing some of the other little exercises that I'm doing and working out with Coach Mean Reen, I found out that my body is like not what I thought it was. And I'm going through it. But at least I have something to push toward, because as I age, I need to be able to move. Low Carb Queen said, my knees are calling me all kinds of fools. Really? Yeah. So on the next day, the second day of my jump rope, I went out to go do it, and my knee was like, oh, no, you won't. But I just waited a little while and I went on back out. The knees, I'm telling you. And it was smart that Grant brought up the mat too, because I got a mat. Now I have a mat. Well, I still have one coming, but I have a mat outside. I have a mat in my living room, and then I have one coming in the mail. So I'm going to have mats everywhere, and I'm not going to quit. Lala said, don't you call 5-pound weights little. Yeah, because they do have a little weight on them, especially when you holding up 2 at a time. I'm going to show you the video. I tried Coach's classes once, and I sat down right in the middle. So I kind of talked to her about it in her chat yesterday. And, I've decided that, of course, I'm not going to be able to do everything that she's doing in the workout, but the things that I can do, I'm definitely going to do it. And thank God today is the last day until next week. Because, baby, I was like, oh, no. But I was just telling myself, don't you dare even think about that you can't do this, no matter what your body is saying. So low carb queen said, I have no cartilage in my left knee, so I have to be very careful. Yes, yes, of course. And just some things you can't do, and shouldn't do so you don't hurt yourself. So low carb queens weights are 3 pounds, and they are a lot. Yeah, I had some I think I had some 1 pound ones when I first started with rebounding with Cheryl, but I made it up to 5. And so that's where I'm at now. But I'm not going past 5. And plus, I have the ostomy, so I need to not be lifting too heavy of stuff because I could get a hernia. And another thing that I'm doing is the core exercises so that I can strengthen my abdominal wall so that I also don't get a hernia. Yes. And so just do it. Yes, let's just do what we can. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Thursday to you. I was just talking about, doing the rebound when I first started doing the rebound with you. Lala, you like the chair workout? Those, I think you call them Pilates. So now I'm getting to understand what that is. And so I'm doing a little bit of stuff, but I'm telling you, I thought I was going to die. The key for me is to keep moving. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's the key for me too. But I want to be able to move freely, and I want to be able to get rid of all of this extra weight around my waist because I already have the ostomy poking out there. So I need to trim down in that area. Lala said, yes, I use 3 pounds on the rebounder and my ankle weights. And so what is the benefit of ankle weights, by the way? And low carb queen says she does chair workouts sometimes. Yeah, so I got out there this morning and I did my jump rope, and I did a exercise with the weights that Coach Ming Reen was teaching on Monday. So I just took that from memory because when I tried to go back to her video, I couldn't get it. So I think you have to be a member in order to replay that video. My problem is inflammation. I'm going to have to give up fried chicken. You better believe it. And let me tell you, somebody was doing a live the other morning, or I don't know what time it was where she was, but she was frying some chicken. And I was looking at that chicken and I was thinking about my surgeon telling me, don't you mess with that fried chicken. And stay away from fried food, because we know that, in the long run anyway, even if not right now, Lala could speak more to it than I can, but it's not good for you. So just give it up and bake it. Just give it up and bake it. Hi, Lucky. Welcome in and happy Thursday to you. You love Trump? More power to you. Yes. Whatever you love, it's your preference, and you can do and love how you please. That's the good thing about the world. There's a lot of freedom. So thank you for letting us know that. It's so hard, but I do pay for it. Yes. Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. How you doing? Definitely. How you doing? Girl, I had to get on here today. I tried to get on yesterday and I couldn't even talk. It was just so much. But the working out and the exercises, my body is teaching me that I need it, but it's also trying to fight against me, and I was sharing that I'm in a lot of pain, and which supersedes the soreness of it. But I know that if I continue and I'm not doing anything that's going to hurt me, I have to keep going. And so that is what I call next level recovery. For me, it's the next level in my recovery is to get my body into the place where I can function, I can move, and I can do the things that I want to do. And I just didn't realize how bad off I was. And I really see how much I have neglected my body over the years, throughout my life. And chapter 64 is talking to me now. But yes, I will absolutely continue to be careful. And I talk to my doctor about everything. She be like, girl, it's okay. Just, take it easy, do what you can, and don't try to do everything at once, So that's what I'm doing. But oh my goodness, I'm really focusing on aging. And thank you, Low Carb Queen. I never really gave a lot of thought to aging because I had embraced it from the very first gray hair that I got. I had embraced it. But at that time, I wasn't embracing any body workout. I wasn't embracing any exercises. Yes, of course, I walked. And, when I was working on site in the building where I was working at, it was a lot of walking and stairs and all of that. But I always took the elevator too. Just didn't want to do anything that was helpful to my body. And I just didn't really pay attention to why it is so important and what that means as a person moves toward aging. But after this year that I've recovered with the cancer and the ostomy and learning to live, differently, now I have a greater respect for aging. Don't forget the thumbs up in the live. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like button, please. I appreciate you. And thank you, Low Carb Queen. I'm telling you, I just have a greater respect for aging. I'm not mad at aging. There are some things that's not so great about it, but it's happening. It has to happen, and that's part of life. But I'm here. You can come in if you're outside. Come on in with your key. Okay, bye. Welcome in, Suvo. Welcome in, King God. Happy Thursday to you. So, yes, I'm not going to quit, you guys. I can't quit. It means a lot to me. I was spinning around Big Five yesterday. I've never even been in a Big Five store before. So I was like in there looking for stuff. I got some what do you call those stretchy things? I got some of those too. I haven't used them yet. Let me put something in here. Hi, Roby. I'm in a live. The keys is on the thing where they were yesterday. Let me just put something in the chat.
I want to do this stuff and see if that brown gonna really look good. We're gonna do something.
Okay.
If we have to make it lighter, I don't know if that brown gonna work because it might need it lighter.
Okay, whatever you want to do. Excuse me, you guys. Let me see here. Can you see me now, Suvo? So, yes, I want to thank you all for showing up today because I really needed to talk this out. I really needed to share what I'm going through. I really wanted to let you guys know where I'm at with this new level, next level of recovery in my life. So no, not Five Below. It's called Big Five here in California, and it's a sporting goods store. And they had all kinds of exercise equipment and jump ropes and mats. And I bought one of those big balls so that when I go to the next workout with Coach, and whenever she does the ball again, I will learn how to use that. So yeah, I'm in California. Yes. So I'm getting there, and I'm just moving to the next level in my life. And at age 64, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Looking forward to retirement at 67. And I may even stay working. I don't know, but I will be making room for some of the other things that are important to me. And so with the aging, earlier I was answering a question about what's good about aging and what isn't. So the changes in the body is what the isn't is. Oh, yes, I'm in California. Yes. So yeah, and I was in my resilient workbook today because I was feeling kind of uneasy and not frustrated, but I guess I could say I was feeling a little disheartened and feeling a little low because of realizing where the condition of my body is. So I got in my resilient workbook and I did some work and I did some reading, and I talked myself through it. And then now I'm on here talking to you all about it so I could get that extra energy and that extra encouragement that I also need. And hopefully, because I believe I'm not the only one. So if there's somebody on the replay that is experiencing what I'm experiencing or thinking about aging the way I'm thinking about aging, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I want you to let me know that I'm not alone, because I know that I'm just not the only one that's experiencing that. But the goal is to keep going. I'm going to keep going, and no matter what comes my way, I am a winner. I am a overcomer, and I am going to win. Yes, thank you, Love Harp Queen, because I know I'm not the only one. And thank you so much for sharing about your challenges with your knee, because, as for whatever reason that we have trouble with our body, sometimes it's not even because we're aging. Sometimes things happen along the way that cause us to have certain conditions or cause us to have, certain things going on in our bodies, and even injuries can happen unbeknownst to us. So whatever it is, I really thank you for letting me know that I'm not alone and for sharing that with me. But I am going to summer's coming. I'm going to go swimming again. I went swimming back in August of last year when it was a little early on of having the ostomy. So I've done that. The rebounding is no problem. But this jump roping, I got to be a champion again like I was when I was 12. And, getting some of these other exercises down. I feel as though I have just been abusing my body with weight for so long, trying to get it together in my latter years. Absolutely. And it really hit me hard, Queen, this morning when I realized how I had abused and neglected my body. And it hit me so hard, I had to pull out my stuff, my workbook. I had to pull this out so that to talk myself through and to do some assignments in here to walk myself through what I was trying to do in my mind about it, But one thing that I can say We're still here. And if we can talk about it and if we can work on it, then we're doing something absolutely important and we're not quitting, because we cannot quit. I don't know Cheryl's age, but look at Cheryl. Cheryl is working it out and working it through. Girl, a nice book. Sounds like a nice book. Well, excuse me. Yeah, never quit. Never quit. And there's a guy on YouTube, he calls himself Old Mike. And he says, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. So we ain't dead, so we ain't done. And Cheryl is 65. I started my YouTube channel at 63. See, I'm 64. So I'm in the right place at the right time and with the right people, right? That's a short right there. I mean the resilience book. I meant the resilience book. Oh, okay. Yeah, 67. I'm trying to get to 67 so that I can retire. Because if I retire, I have more time for all the other things in life that I want to do. But yes, the resilience, this resilience book, I have several workbooks for DBT, CBT that I used to use when I was doing therapy with other people, but I have used those workbooks on my own self. You retired early. Isn't retirement a wonderful life? Tell me that it is. Please tell me that it is. But whether I don't know what I'm going to encounter tomorrow. We only can speak for today, but that's my goal. And when I get there, when I get to 67, I want to be far greater and far better than I am right now. That's for sure. Early at 62. Okay, Cheryl. Okay. Yeah, I won't retire until 68. Okay. And it's okay. I still work part-time to stay active. Yeah, my husband is getting ready to be 70 next month. And if I tell you, he got more energy than I ever could have. I don't know how he do it, but he be moving, and so that's another thing. We were supposed to pull the bikes out of the garage last weekend so that we could ride, but he said that he was going to have everything together by the weekend so that we can start riding the bikes. I'm like, oh Lord, he don't know how bad I'm hurting right now. But if he pull them out, I'm doing it. Yes, I'm doing it. And I want my life back. I want to embrace aging even more. And hey, and I always have trouble saying it, so let me say it right now. How you feeling? How you living, my brother? It's good to see you. BDBGP. It's so good to see you. Welcome in. We're over here talking about aging and how aging is affecting my body with the working out and the exercising and living with the ostomy. And I was on here earlier when I first came on crying about how sore and how much in pain I am from doing the jump roping and doing those workouts with Coach Mean Ring. So yeah, that's what's going on over here. And I just wanted to come on and, share what I was going through instead of keeping it all to myself. And, whenever you can verbalize something out loud and you can say what you're feeling and acknowledge it and feel your feelings out loud, the chances of you going into depression or having some sort of anxiety is much less. So I decided to just share with everyone what I was going through. And so I really appreciate that you guys showed up for me today and, talk with me about it and encourage me and, to keep pushing me through, because I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to stop. And I promised myself that I was going to do, when I do a live, to do 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm at the 40 mark. So if everybody could share with me, well, Cheryl and Low Carb Queen already shared with me, and Mary, how old are you? Do you mind sharing how old you are? And BDBGP, you got to tell me your name. I can't be saying that. It's too much. You got to tell me your name. And also, was it you that mentioned about being gray? Who was that? Talked about having the gray beard. And I commented that men who have full gray look so distinguished, and they don't even know how good it is to be fully gray. Was that you? Okay, Mary's 53. Yeah, 53 and going strong. So yeah, and then, at this level where I'm at right now, this is next level of recovery for me. So the next level will be getting my eating habits together. So, one thing at a time, and I'm doing it. It might not look like I'm going slow, but I'm actually going slow, and even slower now that I can barely move. I can barely get out of the bed, but I just roll. I just roll out and stand up. And yeah, I've done my workout already. And so now I'm just going to, I have the rest of the day to do what I want to do. I think there's going to be a shop talk today, which I always like to go and learn and get encouraged and be there to encourage others. Let me see here. One thing at a time, one day at a time. Yes. Mary said, I feel beat up and menopausal at 53. So yeah, the body be fighting, right? But we gotta get it under control and let it know that the body follows us. We don't follow the body. The body follows us. And menopause, that's a whole horse of a different color. I've been there since 2009. So I barely even give that any of my time or attention. I just turn the fan on and off because that's the last of the symptoms that I have. It's just the hot sweats. I mean, the night sweats, sometimes in the daytime too. But yeah, aging is beautiful though. At the same time, it's a beautiful place to be. And it also means that we survived adolescence. We survived our teen years, and we're at the place where we can encourage and build up other people and parent, and help some of the other people that are walking the road that we've already traveled. So, but I think that at the end of the day, my life is in a good place, and I need to remember that when I'm going through the painful parts of this level of recovery. But I have made it through the cancer. The neuropathy is still there. It's even getting better because I'm continuing to take the vitamin B1 supplement and the magnesium, and the tingling and the feet feeling dirty is still there, but it's not as strong as it was before. So that's progress. And I'm going to continue to just progress and keep going and see what, see what is next for me. So I'm going to go ahead and land the plane. And again, because I don't want to have the stream so long that it's hard for people to watch them. So I want to thank you guys again for being here, and I will see you all in the YouTube streets and in your lives and in your replays. And thank you for going up for me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you later.
Living it strong.